Democratic Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee allegedly going on an explicit rant against members of her own staff. And the whole thing was all caught on tape. Fox hasn't been able to independently verify, but we have it on tape. Let's listen.
Both of y'all are assholes. It's the worst I could have ever had put together. Two goddamn children. Idiots. Serve no goddamn purpose. Ain't managing nobody. Nobody's respecting them. Nobody gives a about what you're doing. And you ain't doing.
We reached out to the Congresswoman for a statement, but didn't hear back. However, her mayoral campaign is calling it, quote, a low-handed political tactic meant to discredit a thriving mayoral campaign and distract voters ahead of the early voting period. Discussion. Data.
Well, this is not news. If you've been on Capitol Hill, she has consistently voted the worst boss on Capitol Hill, but she continues to thrive. And she has the highest turnover in her office. So here's the thing. If you're going to go to work for her, it's not, you could do a little research, like do a little Google search, like this information exists. It's kind of jarring to hear it on tape. I admit that. And she has the highest turnover. So just know what you're getting into. If that's what if you think you can stomach it and you really want to work for her, then go for it. But if not, there's lots of other places on Capitol Hill where you can work where you won't get treated like that.
You know, Jessica Biden in 2021, when he came into office, swore that if you're ever working with me and I hear that you treat another colleague with disrespect or talk down to someone, I promise you I will fire you on the spot. Mm-hmm. Do the same rules apply to her?
If those are her rules, those are his rules.
No, to him. Regarding her.
She doesn't work for him. She works for her constituents.
Oh, okay.
But listen, Dana's right, open secret. Notice no one is out there defending her. The whole of the Congressional Black Caucus is not touching this with a 10-foot pole. And I was thinking back to the days where it was like news that Amy Klobuchar ate salad off of a comb because her staffer had forgotten the fork and she flipped out. And then you think you could end up working for someone like this. And
Jesse, who do you think has the highest staff turnover, her or Kamala Harris?
No, that's a close one. I'd have to run the numbers. But I mean, Judge, in Congress, you can sexually harass your staff, you can insider trade, you can marry your brother. That's all fine. You can't tell your staff to do their jobs. I'm pro Sheila Jackson Lee, and I'm sick of these staff members not putting something on the calendar. She wanted something on the calendar. She calls the staff. She says, why isn't this on the calendar? And he goes, oh, let me talk to Mike. She shouldn't have to talk to Mike. He should know what's on the calendar. I agree. It's child's work.
Greg, she tells her staff, I am the queen and I demand to be treated like the queen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But Trump, right? By the way, you know, this is why I badmouth everybody in public, right? Because if you ever leak anything from me, people are going to go, oh, that's nothing compared to what he said about Kilmeade last night. You know, the best armor is vice signaling, which is the opposite of virtue signaling. Be really bad in public. But this is a lesson for all you liberals, Jessica. White males aren't the only big jerks. Everyone can be an a-hole. And the problem with identity politics is somehow the lie that marginalized groups aren't human. We just found out she's as guilty as the same behavior as Jesse is.
Oh, that's not true.
That's not true.
I'm too nice to my staff.
I agree.
I think we should bring Johnny in here and question him.
Bring in Johnny.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.